right now, Newsday columnist Ellis Henican and former Republican Congressman Joe Walsh of Illinois. Good to see both you guys. All right, Congressman Walsh, you know, look, I'm not an attorney, but I know there are certain rules that govern courts, and one of them is that the attorneys can't go chatting up a judge. If you're to use that kind of analogy and apply it to what's happened here, I mean, this is a case that the FBI needs to make a recommendation on. She's the one in charge of the whole thing. Why was she meeting with Bill Clinton, even if it was just to chat grandkids, knowing that really would be perceived as a conflict?
Hey, Trish, this whole week feels like one big lie. Look, let's all agree on something. Bill Clinton's no dummy, and Loretta Lynch is no dummy. As you said, every political expert, every legal expert, Republican and Democrat, said this meeting was a mistake. This meeting was no mistake. They knew what they were doing. They knew that it would look bad. So why did they meet? I think they met, Trish, because there are reports out that FBI Director Comey has made his decision. I think he's made his decision on Hillary. I think Loretta Lynch knows what that decision is, and I think she probably told Bill Clinton what that decision was Monday. They're no dummies. This was not an accident, Trish.
So now she's in a situation where she's saying, I'm going to take whatever the FBI tells me. I am going to not recuse myself. Congressman, what does that mean effectively? I mean, if she doesn't recuse herself, it means she can still override it, right?
Hey, Trish, Trish, it's the easiest thing in the world for her to say. I think she knows what the decision already is. So she can sit back and say, I'm not going to overrule the decision. But, Trish, listen to what she said. She said, I will leave it up to the career prosecutors and the FBI. There are no career prosecutors in the FBI. The career prosecutors are in her own department. She's been speaking with them for months. She already knows where they are. Again, I think this entire thing is a big lie. Let's bring Ellis
into this, because, you know, in her defense, she's saying, look, nothing happened. We just talked about, you know, family stuff, and it was all good. If you were advising her, if you could turn back the clock, would you have said, don't do it?
Well, yeah, probably. And, you know, the big dog can be frisky. I mean, he goes where he wants to go and bangs on the plane door once in a while.
So you blame him?
But let's be honest here. If this were really what you and Joe are implying, some kind of secret meeting where they were hatching some horrible conspiracy, do you really think they would do it in public on the tarmac in Phoenix, Arizona, where everybody's looking? That's just plain ridiculous.
Okay, I think that's a fair point.
Nothing wrong with social conversations among public officials.
However, let's face it, with the Clintons, I mean, it's been one thing after another, and seemingly they just keep getting away with stuff. It's almost as though they think they're playing by an entirely different set of rules, Congressman Walsh.
The allegation just doesn't make any sense.
But to your point, why the heck are they out there? Well, listen, you should not.
Ellis,
if you're Bill Clinton, and you just admitted that, you absolutely should not be knocking on Loretta Lynch's plane door, period.
It was dumb, but it's not dumb. It's not the same. A thoughtless is not the same as some evil conspiracy like you guys are suggesting.
It may come back to what I just mentioned, Congressman Walsh, which is that the Clintons are operating by a different set of rules. Yes, kind of dumb to keep your own server for the State Department business, but she did it, right?
But I don't think they care, Trish. Look, this was right in their face. But, Ellis, remember, we found out about this meeting 2 days after the fact. There are reports out that the FBI didn't allow any cell phones, pictures, or photos of these two meeting. They tried to keep it in secret. But, again, Ellis, I ask you, they're smart. They knew they shouldn't have met, so why did they meet?
Your premise is wrong. I mean, Bill Clinton does what Bill Clinton wants to do. It just does not make any sense.
That's pretty clear.
No, the scenario that you guys are painting simply does not make logical sense.
Well, I think you said it all. Bill Clinton does whatever he wants to do. And you know what? Americans are saying this is not right. This is not right.
Good to see you, Loretta.
He knew what he was. You know what? But didn't he know what he was doing? He was using his influence with her by doing exactly that.
Unfortunately, you don't have one whit of evidence that that's true. You really don't. And neither does
But
Joe.
as I mentioned at the start of this conversation, you do not, for example, as an attorney, and let's not forget, he was an attorney. You do not, as an attorney, go and talk to the judge.
Lawyers and judges talk to each other every single day of the week. They don't discuss the case, but they all talk to each other.
Don't defend this.
in
Don't
Washington,
defend this meeting.
Final thoughts from you, and then I got to run. Congressman Walsh.
Yeah, don't defend this meeting. Trish, they knew what they were doing. The fix is in. The decision's already been made.